What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to a relieved match reaction here on Anfield Agenda after Liverpool beat Leicester City by 1-0. A result that means that either a Crystal Palace victory on Wednesday or a Liverpool victory against Spurs next Sunday will see Arne Slot's boys officially crowned Premier League champions. We've a lot to talk through from that game, especially the winner from Trent Alexander-Arnold. We also want to say thank you to our sponsors, but before that, from me to you, I want to say a personal thank you. I never start match reactions this way, but some of the comments aimed towards my family in the live watch along were absolutely disgusting, and I wouldn't have gotten through the stream without your kindness and support. So regardless of the sponsors, regardless of everything else, personally, I want to say a huge thank you for your love, for your support, for your kind spirit, and to help me get through that stream, because I wasn't letting them get to us, and I do really appreciate you, and I'm extremely grateful for it. To anybody who doesn't like the channel or whatever, no problem, go fuck yourself, and also don't bother coming in to rain on our parade, because we're going to celebrate. If you don't like me, grand, no problem, but don't bring your toxicity into my community, because it's not welcome. Love you guys to bits, and thank you. Right, let's get stuck into, well, the man of the match poll. Firstly, there are 4 options for you: Alexis McAllister, Alisson Becker, Trent, and Ryan Gravenberch. ESG Soccer said, well, that's the opposite of kissing the badge. Well, he buried it, you know, and the celebration was certainly a very energetic one. So good to see that. Don't know what it means, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Of course, I also want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors, Manscaped. A quick reminder that you can get the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra or anything else at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our code Anfield20. The Performance Package features the Lawnmower 5.0, the Weed Whacker Era Nose Hair Trimmer, Manscaped's 2 liquid formulations, and of course a couple of free gifts for you as well. Do you think Trent had a meaning towards the celebration? Really difficult to read into it. You could see what it meant to him. You could see he had a release of emotion from it. You could see he went straight over to the Liverpool fans to celebrate it. That's all I can say for certain. But look, Trent was the man that dug us out today. Trent was the man that found the back of the net. And fair play for that one. We missed chance after chance after chance, particularly in that second half. And look, I'm relieved that we got the job done and got the 1-0 victory. Now we know that we're just 3 points away, or an Arsenal loss on Wednesday, and it's feeling particularly close now, isn't it? Bradley said, love you, Craig. Keep your chin up. Take the high road. Our one team Arne must see what we've last 3-4 weeks, said Peter Lawrence. Aaron Worthen, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. So do vote for your man of the match, by the way. The poll is open in the chat. And if you'd like to submit your player ratings to be included in our player ratings video, again, you can do that with a link pinned to the top of the chat. Trent is staying, said Danielle Francis. Honestly, Danielle, I don't know. I don't want to say he is, he isn't, because the truth is, my friend, I haven't got a clue. But I know today he won us the game. And for that, of course, I'm grateful. Gio said, what is wrong with people nowadays? Glad you're okay. I'm not really okay, my friend. I'm just not letting them publicly get to me. But I do appreciate your support as always. That lad Mark and Salah was very good, said Muckrab. Do you know what? That 1 second half from Diogo Jota alone, he should have had a hat-trick. And that, to me, gives us the indication that we do need to make some changes in the forward department. Mohamed Salah should have been on that score sheet as well today. You know, if we're looking at the stats from the game, we had 28 shots. 28 shots. 10 of those on target. And we come out with a 1-0 win. So it's clear we're wasting a lot of good territory and a lot of good opportunities, and we need to brush up on that. Some other statistics from the game for you. Possession-wise, Liverpool with 58%, Leicester City with 42%. Total shots, as I mentioned, 28 for Liverpool with 10 on target, 5 for Leicester City with none on target. Dangerous attacks, 60 for Liverpool, 67 for Leicester. That feels very wrong. That has to be wrong. I'm sorry, that has to be wrong. There's no way Leicester City had 67 dangerous attacks. That's wrong. Corners 13 for Liverpool, 1 for the Reds. Total passes 494 for Liverpool, 87% pass accuracy. 365 for Leicester, 77%. Jonathan Kirby said, we're going to win the league. Yes, we are, my friend. And I hope we do it next Sunday at Anfield. Look, if Arsenal lose midweek to Palace, we'll be crowned champions. But I want us to win it at Anfield. I want the Anfield faithful to have that celebration and that release at Anfield together. So, fingers crossed for next Sunday. Nolly Pop said, haters going to hate when you're doing something they never could, i.e. you're a success, keep your chin up. Thank you, my man. Which chin do you want me to keep up? I do have many, as I'm sure you can probably tell, but look, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Kai Smith, thank you for gifting 10 Anfield Agenda memberships as well. Appreciate you, my friend. That's very kind. 1 goal from a 3.12 XG against Leicester. Yeah, look, I'm not sitting here in any way, my man, to tell you that was vintage. There was a lot that wasn't... there was a lot that wasn't good enough about that performance today. And I'm not going to pretend it was. But I'm a relieved Liverpool fan because we got the victory. Also, that result officially relegates Leicester City. So I'm sure it's a difficult day for them and their fans as well. We need Victor Osimhen. For me, mate, respectfully, I'd go in a different direction, but we definitely do need to. We definitely do need to do something. Craig, look at Trent's comment. I don't know what it is, my man, so feel free to throw it into the chat and let me know. I have my TV turned off here now so I can focus on you guys in the chat. Unlucky Leicester, said Cade. Slot needs to tell the players to pull their finger out from kickoff. I know, it's very weird seeing us look so lethargic and slow with a week between games. I expected us to come out of the blocks a lot quicker. But look, ultimately, a win is a win is a win. And we're 3 points closer to that league title. Ryan Rorig, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, my friend. Watch Arteta play the under-18s midweek. I don't think he will, Steve, because they have a full week then. So I think if I'm Arteta, I'll play the full team on the Wednesday. And then at the weekend, I play the kids. Knowing Liverpool probably going to beat Spurs and win the league title. But it'll be interesting to see what he does. What's this? So, Trent, some comments from Trent that have just been sent. So, he said, scoring goals, winning the title, it's special being part of it. Asked about his future. He said, I've said all season, I won't speak on my situation. These days are always special. I know, you can read from that what you want. That's what he said. I don't know what to read into it personally. Again, you know, it'd be nice for him to throw in a little bit at the end of it, like, this is my club or something, but again, kind of still sitting on that fence, and it feels to me like that's just reiterating he's going. But look, as I said, we can't change whatever's happening, but he scored the winner today, and we are now 3 points closer. Nathan Walker said, hand it over, Manchester. Yes, do. And hopefully we don't have to give it back, because I want us to go and defend this title next year. But we're going to need to be a lot more fluid in attack anyway if we're to do so. King7 said, slot executed or 66 with that substitution with our number 66. Look, substitutions worked in that I thought Trent and Elliott brought a lot more to the game than we were getting. I thought we looked far more energetic when they came on. In all honesty, I'm a huge Conor Bradley fan, but calling it like I see it, I thought that was a really poor performance from Conor Bradley today. It's worrying to say that we're just not prolific enough in attack. And that sounds really weird to say when we're top of the league. But, you know, Mo's had a few weeks now. He hasn't managed to find the back of the net. But if anybody has a bit of grace in that regard, it's him. But I want more. Cody Gakpo today is an example. It was very one-dimensional and it was very unimpactful. So we do need a bit more trickery. And the one time he actually did decide to go around the outside, he got to his byline easy. But it was too predictable from him cutting inside and turning into traffic all the time. We were seemingly obsessed with playing crosses again, and I would love Arne Slot to try and explain to us why we have to put these aimless crosses in over and over again. I don't understand it. It's not even coming close to getting us a goal. He had watery eyes. Trent has his bags packed, said Elmer. Look, I feel like he does as well, mate, but it's not my place. You know, it's his decision to speak about publicly. I just wish he'd be more honest about it and actually say it. Will there be a late night agenda tonight? Probably, yeah. I'm feeling pretty energetic, so I would say 9 o'clock if you're looking to join us for it. What are your thoughts on how Virgil went? Look, we kept a clean sheet unless we didn't have a shot on target, so, you know, hard to really argue defensively because not one shot on target faced. So from that regard, don't really have too many complaints. But I was a little bit disappointed in Bradley today. I thought that he was gotten out a bit too easily down, particularly in the first half. Doyle said, first for big chances missed by far, need to become more clinical next season as we will have less chances once Trent leaves. Where was Robbo and Chiesa? Well, Robbo was on the bench, Lauren. Chiesa wasn't in the matchday squad. And from our understanding, from what the, I think it was the Echo wrote, I think they're the only ones I'd seen about it anyway, said that it was just a selection decision from Arne. There was no injuries or illnesses or anything like that. Didn't cheer. Judas made up with the result though. Next week or even Wednesday it's done. Need to strengthen in the summer. See what FSG do. Hope Trent never puts the shirt on again, said Jason. Look, I've always been really honest about how I think everybody has the right to react to the whole Trent situation in a way that worked for them. I'm trying to be respectful as much as I can until I know what the situation is, but it definitely does feel disappointing, to say the least. But he scored the winner today, and fair play on that one. Because, you know, without that strike, we wouldn't have won that game. So thank you for that, Trent. Glad we got the job done, but we need to convert those chances. Like, Jota should have had a hat-trick in that game today. 2 headers he missed from relatively easy positions, and a couple of others as well. Mohamed Salah, again, missed a couple of good chances. There was one thing that really annoyed me, and it was Connor Bradley bursting into the penalty area. And it was on his right foot, and he was about 16 yards out, and he had the angle to go back across the keeper. And I could see what he was trying to do. I think he spotted Maka and he tried to square it back across. But as somebody said in the chat, let's stop trying to score the perfect goal. Just shoot. If you're in a position where it's you and the keeper, put your foot through the ball and see what happens. Because our efficiency isn't good enough in front of goal at the minute. Gakpo needs to do more. He was too stiff today, said Matteo. Yeah, he is coming back from that injury area as well. But I do think, like I said, we looked far more dynamic when we moved Diaz across to his more natural position on the left side. I think today, though, that gives us another indication that 100% Darwin's gone. You know, last week we heard he didn't feel himself and he wasn't in the squad. Today, even chasing a game, the manager had no interest in bringing Darwin off the bench. So I think we can safely say Darwin's future's decided. If I'm Liverpool coach, I'm moving on Diogo as well. Jimmy said, Craig, I think we should sell Jota and not Nunes. Jimmy, my man, I think we should sell both, to be honest. Cody's coming back from an injury for too long. Yeah, no, that's more than fair. You know, it does take him a while to build up that match sharpness and fitness. But I just thought we could have done what the manager done sooner. You know, put Diaz across to the left, take Cody out and put the centre forward on. You know, we had more chances afterwards, but again, just some poor finishing. But thankfully, we got the job done. A win is a win is a win. All day, Niner said, I'll be at my first Liverpool game next Sunday versus Spurs. Coming from Canada, hoping clinch it at home, love your channel. What a belter of a game, my friend. for you to go to for your first one. Do let us know how you get on. I'm very certain you're going to see us win the league next weekend, but just what a game to pick, mate. Well played. We got a lot of work to do in the summer. I would rather sell Diogo than Nunes, but I'd sell both. Tanya said, Soboslai, thoughts? Not good enough today, Tanya. Again, the man that looks like he owns that midfield to me is Alexis McAllister, and Gravenberch always does Gravenberch things, but I felt underwhelmed again, Tanya, is the fairest I can be by Dom's performance. Owen said, we love making it hard on ourselves. Won't be surprised if we win late against Spurs next week. Yeah, we definitely should have put that game to bed a lot sooner today. What got me the most about it, Owen, was we had a whole week between games. So the lethargy that we've seen, there's no reason for. We plenty of time to train and plan and prepare. And I want us to be starting games fast. And hopefully next Sunday at Anfield, crowd behind an expectation to win the league title if it isn't done on Wednesday when when Arsenal play Palace. I think and I hope we start a lot quicker. Slot is mad if he sells Harvey. I like him a lot, said Dave. You're not on your own, Dave. I love Harvey Elliott as well, and I think he gives us another dimension. And I would like to see Slot trust him a little bit more. Right. Craig, will you ask Ancha to marry me? Ancha? Will you marry him? He deserves it, doesn't he? I mean, 1, Ancha, he's a Reds fan. 2, he's asking really nicely. And 3, he's got me to ask for him. So, Ancha, come on now. Don't be leaving him hanging. Let us know. And much love to both of you. And thank you, Junior. Love these little moments, my man. Much love to you and hopefully your fiancé. Could officially be the first proposal on the channel there as well. We need to keep Diaz, give the man more wages. He's the lowest paid. So I wonder, Matteo, is it him that has itchy feet to move on? Now, I don't know the answer to it, my man. I don't. But I agree. I wouldn't be looking to move him on. I've said that for ages. But there has been a conversation about his future going back at least a year. That was a nail biter, said Tony. It was, man. It was. Do you agree with Maka getting man of the match? So, I don't like to give my take while the poll's still open. I'm never somebody that runs straight for a goal scorer to give them a man of the match. It is really important, but I look at man of the match differently. So for me, probably would go Maka, but the vote's going in a different direction. And again, the vote is still open if you want to have your say. Craig, did you get a new tattoo on your left hand because it looks dark in your right? Nope. That's probably just the camera and the way it's set up, to be honest with you. Different lighting environments, I play around with the settings, and sometimes I have more contrast than others. Sometimes I have it brighter than others. It depends on the time of day and the lighting. But I look fat in every lighting. I've tried that, and there's no way of fixing that one, I'm afraid. Alex said, you eating broccoli is not enough. Let your missus cook cabbage in the house. Also, the nips better come out next weekend like the Barca game. Oh, the smell of cabbage, man. I can't be doing with cabbage. No, God, no. But, you know, I did say I'd eat the broccoli, so I am a man of my word. When that league title is won next Sunday, in the match reaction, if it's over and we've won the league, I'll have me broccoli. Now, you won't see it, ironically enough, because it'll be green on a green screen. So I might have to upload a little TikTok of it or something so I can prove it was actually broccoli, because when I hold it up, you're going to see nothing other than see-through. Mark said, I'm going back to my GP because of hypertension next week. Liverpool are not doing much to help my blood pressure. I actually weirdly had my blood pressure checked during the week and it was fine. I'd love to have it checked during a match day, though. I think it would be very different then. Carl said, would rather Arsenal lose or we beat Spurs? Oh, I want us to win it, Carl. So we'll do a watch along of the Arsenal game on Wednesday, just in case, of course. But I want us to do it. I don't want it to happen like the last time it was Chelsea beating City, if my memory's right. I want us to do it on the pitch. So I want it to be us that get over the line, get the win, and celebrate it with Liverpool fans together. So, yeah, but we will do the watch along on Wednesday just in case. Do you think Tottenham will give us the win to get one over on Arsenal? I don't know, but of course, Ange Postecoglou and them, much like United, have a Europa League semi-final to prioritise. So, I'm never going to say I expect or would say a manager is going to just roll over, but I just hope it's not down to them. I hope we just play a lot better next week and comfortably play Spurs off the park. The detective said, Craig, you're the man. I think despite having a week between games, some of these performances are due to complacency and lack of rotation. Keep up the great work, you beautiful human being. Thank you, my man. So I think it can be complacency as well, knowing that there's no pressure on your jersey, knowing that there's nobody breathing down your neck to take it off you. And that's why I think we need much better competition up front, because Mo aside, it has not been enough from our forwards this season. Suleiman said, I eat a lot of invisible broccoli too. I will figure out a way to show and do it. Maybe I'll just do a TikTok of it or something, but I'm a man of my word, and I'll eat the horrible green devil's soggy nonsense like I promised. Stevie Boy said, enjoy this, lads, because next season will be more challenging. Well, I hope so, because this one was too easy for us, wasn't it, Stevie Boy? We stroll into the league title. What's the points differential now again? Is it 13, 14? I can't remember anymore. 1 second, let me have a quick look. Yeah, so a 13-point differential over Arsenal, 5 to go. Just means one more win, job's done. And then we look to the summer and hopefully we get the recruitment we hope. And what I'm really hoping for is a different style next season, because I don't enjoy this type of football. I don't know if I'm on my own there, but you can't argue with winning, but it's not an enjoyable way of playing. Has your Premier League trophy been delivered in time for Sunday? No, it's probably going to be first week of May by the time I get that. But I will have it for the 2 live shows. So if you are coming to see us, we're bringing the full-size trophy over as long as it gets here on time. And yeah, we have 10 mini trophies as well. We're going to give them away at the shows. Adam, much love to you and your family as well, bro. Why can't we move the ball quicker from the start? Always seem to start slow tempo lately, said Tony. Yeah, I'd rather we just put in a great first 45, win the game, and take our foot off the gas a bit for the second half. But look, ultimately, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I said all week, a win is a win is a win, and we got the win. Yeah, again, you've got questions, and I've got questions about the style of play. But ultimately, let's get the job done next week and celebrate it and party, and then look forward to a busy summer. My flights have changed, so I'll be halfway through a 9-hour flight when we play Spurs on the way to the Dominican Republic. You're not getting any sympathy off me, Carl. You're going to the Dominican Republic on a holiday, my man. No sympathy. I'm sorry. You've earned the holiday. I know how hard you and Julie work, but come on now. You'll get the result when you get there. And I'm sure then you'll be able to settle into the hotel and have a few sherbets and celebrate. People will accept their current style of playing as long as we win trophies. Look, I'm not saying it's unacceptable, Darshan. I'm just saying I'd like it to be a little bit more exciting. You're right, though. It's a lot easier to accept when you're winning trophies, mate. There's no argument about that. Craig, where are the live shows? Any chance of doing one in London at some point? They're both in Liverpool. We only go to one place in Liverpool, Blackstock Market, Hot Water Comedy Club, because it's an absolutely super incredible venue with so many great theatres, food options and stuff for people. Any chance of a show in London? Absolutely, if we can find the right venue at some point. I love doing them, so never rule out anywhere. Unpopular opinion, said Dan, we played better football last year. Haven't enjoyed watching us the last 6 weeks. Yeah, I would agree, but at the end of it, I prefer seeing a league title at it than feeling frustrated we fell away. So As long as we get over the line, we get over the line, and we are just one win from it. And look, let's big picture this. All of us would have taken this at the start of the season. All of us would have probably daren't even dream about a league title, and we're just about to win it. So look, I'm going to be very, very happy. What's the story, Craig? Ballymun in the house, Carlo. How are we? I love Van Dijk, but how many times does he knock the ball under no pressure or plays long ball to Maka or Gravenberch free in the middle? Yep. It annoys me about the way we defend, the way we defend, Carl. It's always like put the ball out, reset and go again. And sometimes that's necessary. Sometimes there's enough time and space where we can take a touch and get our heads up. Marcus said, Trent on his contract won't speak about it and said, I've said that all season. This is one of those special moments and I cherish them all forever. Yeah, we mentioned earlier on, the quote was, scoring goals, winning the title, it's special being part of it. And on the future, he said, I've said all season, I won't speak on my situation. These days are always special. You know, that doesn't sound to me like someone who's staying, but let's wait and see. Let's hope we can smash Spurs next week and really put on a show, said Tony. Big up on your Temu League title, said Alf. Yeah, big up on being a prick. And you could only dream of a Temu title, Alf. You and your little band of Alphites. This is what a Temu League title literally looks like, because I ordered it from Temu. But don't worry, mate. I'll have the big boy one soon, and you'll still be some sour little arsehole trying to get your kicks out of undermining legitimate league title wins. But that's okay. And also, mate, your logo is shite. Your AV. Did a 5-year-old scribble that in a bit of crayon for you? If you'd like me to put a real graphic designer your way, because you're clearly trying to make it in YouTube. If you need help from somebody who isn't an idiot, just reach out, bro. I'm here to help. But that scribbly little bollocks that you've written there, mate, give up. It's not for you. Nor is banter, because you're not very good at it. Temu out. He can do whatever he wants. He's earned it. No, he hasn't. He hasn't earned it. And yes, he can do whatever he wants, but the fans have earned the right to be given some respect as well in that regard. What do you think Caicedo be thinking? Do you know, Jack, I was only thinking that the other day to myself. If I'm Caicedo now, I'm definitely thinking, because, you know, league title and all that versus Europa Conference League. So I know which one I'd have. But he made his decision, and I'm sure when he lies down on his mattress of money every night, he probably feels all right. Has said, hi Craig, I'm going to the game against Spurs next week. I hope Arsenal don't lose against Palace midweek. So do I. Well, look, it feels weird to say I want Arsenal to win because I want us to win it at Anfield, but I do. We will do. Yeah, well, we will celebrate it either way, and we'll do a watch along of the Arsenal game on Wednesday just in case. JFT, let me find your comment that you've asked me to read, bro. Let me scroll back up. Sorry, mate. I'm just trying to find it here for you. Still, my eyes are hurting scrolling past Alf shit logo. I can't find your comment, mate. I'm still scrolling for it, so bear with me. I can't find it. Janos said Soboslai was awesome today. We must have been watching different games, mate. Yeah, we must have been watching different games because I thought he was bang average today, and I'm somebody who loves Dominic Soboslai. We need the Anfield boys to be as loud as possible for the game. Absolutely. I'm so jealous of everyone that's going to it next week. I hope you all have a wonderful occasion. A draw would be awesome between Palace and Arsenal. It would then take a draw from us to win the league. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, mate. Yeah. Right, let's do the man of the match poll. So thank you to everyone that's voted. We've had over 3,700 votes. And your official Anfield Agenda man of the match with 49% of the vote is Trent Alexander-Arnold. So thank you to everyone that took the time to vote. Appreciate you. Right, what else have we got before we finish up? Slot ball, I'm not a fan. Klopp gave us what we need, not this. Well, look, Evans, I totally understand where you're coming from. And like I've said, mate, I'm not going to sit here and pretend this is a style of football that I'm enjoying. But I am enjoying winning the league title, mate. But I think there's probably some truth to what we're both saying, right? It could be a bit more stylish, but I'm willing to see what Arne does in the transfer market. And if he brings in the players that he feels can fully adopt to a system he wants to play and we see a change in it, let's see what happens. Tommy said, Craig, what did you think of the ref? Oh, that one's being retracted. There you go. What do you think of the ref? I thought the ref today was horrid. It's Stuart Atwell, Tommy. And Stuart Atwell refereeing Liverpool games, you'll never hear me say too many positive things about them. So, yes, there was a foul at the end of the game, Tommy, my man, where Elliott was cleaned out of it. And Atwell just stood there. Like, right in front of him, cleaned out, blatant free kick, and he just stood there. So, yeah, I agree. Not great. Sharkbait said, very bittersweet when Trent scored. I was happy with the goal and a win, but a bit cheesed off that it was Trent. Look, I was just happy we scored and we got the win. And whoever it was, we're Liverpool fans. We should be celebrating a winner in a game that brings us closer to a league title. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say adios to you for now. I'll see you at 9 o'clock for the late night agenda. So we will do a late night show tonight, but we're going to start it a bit later, give everybody a bit of chance to get their Easter chocolate feast going. I'll see you at 9 o'clock for the match, or for the late night agenda. Player ratings video is going to be recorded and out really soon. You still have a chance to submit your ratings. Click on the link at the top of the chat. To everyone that subscribed today, thank you so much. It means the world to us. Appreciate your support. And to everyone that stuck with me today and helped out when that chat was sick, I love you all to bits. And you got me through that game today. Thank you. We'll see you soon. And again, to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped, a reminder you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20. Much love.